KGWN, Scottsbluff. Your live local midday show starts now.
A traffic stop in Gering leads to an arrest. It's our top story on KGWN, Scottsbluff at noon. Hello, I'm Allison Wilson. 3 men from the Denver area get arrested following a traffic stop in Gering. Police pulled over 22-year-old Isaiah Bernard, 23-year-old Brandon Gonzalez, and 65-year-old Jose Rosado in 1000 block of U Street. Court documents state that the car smelled of a strong odor of marijuana, which prompted a search of the vehicle. In the vehicle, there was cocaine, fentanyl pills that were split into baggies for resale, methamphetamine, mushrooms, a digital scale, and 2 firearms. They are each charged with possession with intent to distribute drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance ×4, possession of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, no drug tax stamp, and possession of a deadly weapon by a prohibited person. Their bonds are set for $350,000. Now let's get our first look at weather with meteorologist Andre Brooks in the Weather Center with more.
Well, thank you so much, Allison. And we are seeing those mainly sunny conditions here in our northern portions of the viewing area and a little bit more high-level clouds towards our south. But other than that, things are looking pretty good at this time. So if you want to continue to go outside and really enjoy your day, this would be the time to do it. And this is a really good opportunity to take some good pictures. So if you have any good pictures to send our way, please submit it through our website. Now, looking at our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 50s at this time. We have 56 degrees here in Scottsbluff, 55 in Bridgeport. We have 55 in Kimball, 54 there in Harrison, and also 51 degrees there in Shattron. And we have a mild 56 degrees there in Gordon and 57 degrees in Alliance. Now, when I get back, I'll let you know how wet this weekend is going to be turning out and how warm it's going to get today later on in the newscast. So, Allison, it looks like today is going to be our last good day to go outside before things start to get crazy.
Thanks, Andre. WNCC's Harm Center is getting renovations. The John N. Harm Center of the Scottsbluff campus will be seeing 34,421 square feet of renovations done to both the main floor and lower level. The renovations will see improvements for all health-related programs. The remodeled spaces will allow for programs to meet in one space and will create more classrooms and office spaces. The project will largely be funded by money received from the Federal American Rescue Plan Act for nearly $9 million. Much of this project is planned to be completed by January of 2025. WNCC's president, Greg Dart, mentioned in a press release, quote, having a state-of-the-art facility is important as we train the next generation of healthcare providers. This renovation will increase our ability to train more students and do it in an elevated learning experience, end quote. The Gering Public Library is holding a program. This Saturday at 1:30 p.m. in the Gering Library Community Room, a program on the Chinese New Year of the Dragon will be presented. Each year is represented by one of the 12 zodiac signs, and 2024 is the year of the Dragon.
This is the year of the dragon, and the Chinese New Year starts on February 10th, and I thought it would be kind of fun to have programs so we could learn more about the culture of the Chinese New Year.
A bill is aiming to protect student journalists on school campuses. News Channel Nebraska is reporting the measure would classify high school and college-sponsored media as public forums. That would give student journalists freedom of speech protection, along with cover from revenge by school administration. The bill also says advisors won't be prevented from teaching English and journalism courses. Future Farmers of America has dozens of chapters across Nebraska, and many chapters met yesterday to see who would qualify for the state competition in Lincoln. FFA is a student organization that helps prepare those interested in agriculture and leadership. Today's convention awarded students and teams for their various projects that they have worked on throughout the year. Those that place will advance to the state convention in April in hopes to compete at nationals in late October.
I'm so beyond excited to compete in at least 3 events at state in Lincoln.
The FFA State Convention will take place in Lincoln from April 3rd to April 5th. With January designated as Human Trafficking Awareness Month, members of the Nebraska Human Trafficking Task Force are traveling the state to educate the public and law enforcement on the dangers of human trafficking. The trainings are one of 8 that are being held in communities across Nebraska through the month of April as part of Attorney General Mike Hilger's efforts to crack down on trafficking. The state even launching its own human trafficking hotline last year. While those tips led to dozens of investigations and prosecutions around the state, training still remains a key component of the work that the task force does.
Forcing somebody to engage in commercial sexual activity. In Nebraska, we've criminalized human trafficking in 2 distinct offenses. We criminalized labor trafficking and we criminalized sex trafficking.
These trainings are free and open to the public. The mother of a man now being held hostage by Hamas in Gaza is raising awareness and asking that her son be released. Here's more.
These are some of the last images burned into the mind of Ditsa Orr, the mother of 30-year-old Abinathan Orr. In this video, Ditsa says her son and his girlfriend Noah are being taken hostage after Hamas militants raided a party the 2 were attending.
I can hardly remember what was my world before.
Since that tragic day, Ditsa says she has had no contact with her son or his girlfriend Noah, no knowledge of his current well-being, or if he's even alive. She says the only thing she knows from hostages who say they were released with Noah is that she and Abinathan were separated. Her mission now is to come to America and advocate for the hardships being faced in Gaza.
We Jews are not strangers to suffering. Choose the decade, choose the century, choose the location, and open the history books, and you will see a massacre.
As she continues to plead for help here in the States, Ditsa says the local Jewish communities bring hope.
A mother sometimes feels alone in her tasks or having to deal by herself. When I was here this evening and these days, I feel that I'm supported by a very large, hugging, warm family, which gives me so much strength.
Your forecast is next on KGWN Scottsbluff at noon.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, and batteries never need charging.
I was having a stroke, and I was scared to death.
If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Life Alert is a lifesaver.
My husband is alive because of Life Alert.
Life Alert is the lifesaver to keep me out of assisted living.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-344-6363. That's 1-800-344-6363. Call now, 1-800-344-6363.
Attention families with a loved one in a nursing home. If in the last 2 years your loved one experienced bed sores, falls, broken bones, dehydration, or even death, you may be entitled to a substantial settlement. If you have a loved one who is injured in a nursing home, we will find out what happened. State violations are found against nursing homes every day. You have a limited time to file your claim, so don't wait. Call now and speak with one of our attorneys. The call is confidential and free, or reach us online at nursinghomesettlements.com.
All around us, there are spirited individuals who have the power to change our world. They invest in you and others too, making an impact on everyone around them. They ignite our communities and invest in something bigger than themselves, and we need your help to celebrate them. Now it's your turn. You can recognize these community-driven heroes by submitting your nomination today at wyomingnewsnow.tv.
Well, we are are seeing such beautiful conditions still here across Scottsbluff, and our temperatures are at 56 degrees here in town, and our winds are out of the west-southwest at 6 miles per hour, and the pressure is at 29.85 inches in mercury, and it's remaining steady at this time. And this letting you know that area of high pressure is starting to retrograde away from us, and it's starting to allow for the area low pressure to take control. Now, as we head over into our current satellite radar right now, we're looking at those mainly crystal clear conditions with a few high-level clouds in our southern portions of our viewing area, including south of Scottsbluff and even near Dalton at this time. But in the northern fringes, we are seeing those very peaceful conditions here. And looking at our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 50s at this time, and we have 56 degrees there in Scottsbluff, 56 in Harrisburg, 55 in Bridgeport. We have 54 degrees in Sydney and 57 in Alliance. So it is quite a beautiful day still around here. And we're just going to continue to see one more beautiful day with temperatures well above normal, and the winds are going to relatively stay light during the day today too. So with that being said, our chill meter for today will be at a level 2, and as far as that sunny meter is concerned, we're going to have things at a great, because we're just going to continue to see those quiet conditions for our Thursday. But however, things are going to be changing, because we will have this area low pressure to start moving on in overnight tonight into our Friday, and that's really going to increase the cloud cover around here. And then beyond that, we are expecting that widespread rainfall to develop once we get into Friday night and into especially our Saturday and Sunday. And this is where we can pick up a good amount of rainfall, and we're thinking between a half an inch to an inch of rainfall with locally higher totals, and it's for the entire panhandle too. So this is going to be some well-needed moisture, and this is going to keep us really good and away from any drought that could occur. And we will continue to see our area of high pressure move its way towards the south and east, and then this area low pressure picks up into our viewing area and dominates our weather pattern there. And then that rainfall is going to start to really increase around here Friday night into our Saturday, and just continuing to come on in as we get into our Sunday as well. And temperatures will be dropping into the 50s for Friday with those overcast skies, and then on Saturday and Sunday the temperatures will drop down into the 40s, and we will see those chances of rain around here. And then we're going to be seeing a resurgence in temperatures in conditions early to mid next week. So Allison, it looks like today is going to be the best bet to go outside and really enjoy ourselves, okay?
Thanks, Andre. There's a positive update on the Jackie Robinson statue that was stolen and destroyed in Kansas. And it involves the Colorado company that helped create the famous statue. Here's more.
Jackie Robinson's accomplishments in Major League Baseball can never be replicated. But because art castings of Colorado
and then we'll go to our wax chasers and they'll clean it up,
held onto one mold, a statue of the famed player can be, says General Manager Tony Workman.
It won't be that big a deal to reproduce another Jackie Robinson.
The foundry is home to thousands of statue molds. Some are things of everyday life, others of historical figures, including Jackie Robinson.
The artist's name is John Parson, who passed away a few years ago. We have everything here to take it from the rubber and plaster mold state it is to a finished bronze that they'll be able to reinstall.
This mold is of increased importance as the statue produced from it was vandalized earlier this week. The statue stood for less than 3 years in a Wichita, Kansas park before being cut down and stolen.
People are just looking to make a fast buck. Just bronze statues probably aren't the way to go about it.
Workman says producing another statue won't be difficult with the original mold.
It'll look exactly the same.
At final completion, it'll return to its home in Kansas as a reminder, true history can never be destroyed.
When we get done with the next one and it goes back up, it'll be there forever, hopefully.
The CEOs of 5 major social media companies appeared before the Senate Committee on Capitol Hill on Wednesday. There's more on the story.
Inside the hearing, family members holding pictures of children they say were harmed by social media. And they were backed up by senators fuming at company CEOs.
We are here in this hearing
because as a collective, your platforms really suck at policing themselves.
Senators telling the leaders of Meta, TikTok, Snapchat, X, and Discord their platforms are frequently used by cartels to sell drugs and for child exploitation.
Mr. Guffey's son got caught up in a sex extortion ring in Nigeria using Instagram, and he was shaken down, paid money. That wasn't enough, and he killed himself using Instagram. What would you like to say to him?
It's terrible. I mean, no one should have to go through something like that.
The CEOs repeatedly touting what they say are major investments aimed at protecting children.
Safety is one of the core priorities that defines TikTok under my leadership.
Safety is built into everything we do.
As a mother, this is personal.
Double talk, double talk.
But senators say social media companies are not doing enough, accusing them of putting profits ahead of safety.
The problem is we've been working on this. Senator Welch is over there. We've been working on this stuff for a decade. You have an army of lawyers and lobbyists that have fought us on this every step of the way.
The senators are pushing a slew of reforms, including opening up the platforms to lawsuits on behalf of users who say they've been harmed.
At one point, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg apologized to the families in the hearing room, saying he was sorry for everything they've been through. The families say that's not enough, and they're continuing to push for more regulation of the social media companies. Drew Petromo, NBC News, Washington.
Today, women with nighttime urinary incontinence don't have to wake up wet. Introducing the PureWick system, an innovative breakthrough system for managing female urinary incontinence at night.
Morning, Mom. Good morning. How did you sleep? Better, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay.
The PureWick system works outside the body to draw urine away, helping to keep skin dry and control odor. The PureWick system is a non-invasive option for management of moderate to severe urinary incontinence, helping to reduce the need for multiple changes at night or trips to the bathroom. Now, staying dry can be one less thing to lose sleep over.
Simply call 800-208-1498 to order now and find out why 9 out of 10 caregivers and users would recommend the PureWick system. For more information and to order, call 800-208-1498. That's 800-208-1498.
15. That's the average number of people involved in a conventional real estate sale, even if you love people. Isn't that a lot? But there is another option. One person and the easiest, quickest transaction you will ever be a part of. Whether your house is in great shape, or maybe it needs a little love, or maybe even a major overhaul. One call to Lynn Buys Houses, which means the next time you have to deal with a lot of people is at your housewarming party. Lynn Buys Houses, 307-222-9885.
Our up-and-coming designer series is back, and we're going bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever before because fashion in 2024 is all about more. And on the next Tamron Hall, the wow factor is at 10 for this up-and-coming designer's fashion. She says fashion helped her face her biggest fears, and we catch up with our friend, Frankie Grande. Next Tamron Hall.
Thursday afternoon at 2.
If you can't afford your rent, you're in good company. According to Harvard University, half of all renters in the U.S. are paying more than 30% of their income on rent. The good news is rent is actually coming down in most of the country, with the median asking rent is just above $1,700, which is down $63 from its peak in July of 2022. But that's going to vary from city to city. After years of strain on American budgets, some economics say the Federal Reserve is making them hopeful. Meanwhile, a tax break package is moving through Congress with fairly strong bipartisan support. Emily Kiley reports on what the latest economic news means for you.
This is a surprise to me, and it is a delightful surprise.
Some economists think Americans are in for a personal budget boost. The Federal Reserve is signaling it could cut interest rates in the near future. That's after months of hikes and yesterday's vote to hold steady.
We're looking at continuation of the good data that we've been seeing.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the board is feeling confident about inflation, but not too confident.
He's the Fed chair. He needs to be super duper careful. I only need to be somewhat careful, and so I'm going to say we've had a soft landing.
That means reducing the rate of inflation without triggering a recession.
Now, the question is, how close to that target, to that 2% rate, do we really need to get before the Fed feels comfortable cutting rates?
Powell says cuts probably won't start until after March, but rates on some loans are starting to come down already.
We've already seen mortgage rates come down a little bit in anticipation of those coming cuts.
Meanwhile, a $78 billion tax bill is heading to the Senate after clearing the House last night. It would expand the child tax credit and revive some expired corporate benefits. The bill has fairly strong bipartisan support. That has some analysts feeling confident about its chances, but not too confident. I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Did you know half of all cats in the United States don't see a vet on a regular basis? Hi, I'm Kat Dennings and I love cats. Like really, really love them. Seriously. That's why I'm here to ask you to take your cat to the vet each and every year. I'm working with Royal Canin and Orphan Kitten Club in their program Mighty Cat, the first grant program in the world to protect and care for newborn kittens. For the Take Your Cat to the Vet initiative, which encourages cat owners across the country to schedule annual vet visits.
Since it's tricky to decode our cat's behavior, it's super important to collaborate with your veterinarian to uncover any potential illnesses and learn the signs that something could be wrong.
As pet owners, it's our responsibility to make sure cats of all ages have a chance to live a full and happy life by providing the care they need and deserve.
Visit orphankittenclub.org/mightycat to learn more.
Was more responsible.
Because now she's acting like an idiot. Did she ever give you this attitude, or is it just me?
Judge, it has to just be you.
No cares after crashing Grandma's car.
The accident was clearly her fault.
Right.
I wouldn't let her drive a scooter. What?
I don't believe that it was my fault.
I don't care what you believe. What you believe is totally irrelevant to me.
Next, Judge Judy. Thursday afternoon at 4.
As January comes to a close, Elmo wanted to see how the public was doing. And it turns out, as a whole, we're not doing that great. On social media, the beloved Sesame Street character asked, "How is everyone doing?" And the answers were not what Elmo was expecting. Celebrities, news outlets, and fellow Sesame Street characters all replied with despair, dread, and exhaustion. While some reported doing well, they were in the minority. Sesame Street then thanked Elmo for checking in and posted links to mental health resources. Valentine's Day is just a couple weeks away, and if you are in love, it is a great time to celebrate. But if you've been rejected, a New Jersey animal shelter has come up with a unique way for a partner to express their anger. The Homeward Bound Pet Adoption Center is offering people to name a feral cat after their ex and then have the cat spayed or neutered. The shelter is asking for a $50 donation from people who want to help the animals and send a message at the same time. This is not the only Valentine's Day promotion that zoos and animal shelters have tried in recent years. Now, here's today's Take a Look at This for Jeremy Roth.
A group of deep-sea explorers say a sonar image captured in the middle of the Pacific Ocean may reveal Amelia Earhart's long-lost final flight. Using cutting-edge sonar imaging tech, the South Carolina-based Deep Sea Vision team scanned more than 5,000 miles of ocean floor before capturing an image showing an anomaly more than 16,000 feet underwater that matches the size and features of the Lockheed 10E Electra Earhart was piloting when the pioneering aviator went missing nearly 87 years ago.
The twin vertical stabilizers in the back are very clear on the sonar image, and those were very distinctive of Amelia Earhart's aircraft, and we were very happy to see those.
At this point, the findings are still speculative, but have already attracted the attention of prominent aviation experts who say the intriguing findings warrant a return expedition. The Deep Sea Vision team hopes more information could help them bring closure to one of American history's great mysteries. Another shocking discovery at sea, this one captured from the deck of a Carnival cruise ship. A pair of kayakers were rescued by the ship off the coast of Mexico after they say their boat sank and they were forced to take refuge in the tiny vessel. Luckily, they were spotted by the passing pleasure cruise, which diverted to rescue the marooned pair. The men were evaluated by the ship's medical staff and given food and were later handed off to the Mexican Navy before the cruise ship continued on its merry way. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Today, women with nighttime urinary incontinence don't have to wake up wet. Introducing the PureWick system, an innovative breakthrough system for managing female urinary incontinence at night.
Morning, Mom. Good morning. How did you sleep? Better, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay.
The PureWick system works outside the body to draw urine away, helping to keep skin dry and control odor. The PureWick system is a non-invasive option for management of moderate to severe urinary incontinence, helping to reduce the need for multiple changes at night or trips to the bathroom. Now, staying dry can be one less thing to lose sleep over.
Simply call 800-208-1498 to order now and find out why 9 out of 10 caregivers and users would recommend the PureWick system. For more information and to order, call 800-208-1498. That's 800-208-1498.
Join the Baumgars Loyalty Rewards Club and start saving. Sign up at your nearest store or the Baumgars website for members-only prices and perks and get 10% off your first rewards purchase. Hills provides specialized nutrition with natural, great-tasting ingredients to support pets' changing needs. This week, take $5 off regular price of select canine and feline foods.
What you need when you need it at Baumgars.
World exclusive. A Baywatch star's medical crisis. Next, Inside Edition. Her breast cancer diagnosis. Is it spreading? And her biggest regret.
Do you think getting the breast implants was one of the biggest mistakes of your life?
Then, the little girl with the six-pack. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Thursday night at 5 p.m.
Get our final look at weather with Andre.
All right, everyone, here's the deal. During the day today, we will see those temperatures climb up into the low to mid 60s with mainly sunny skies. But going into our Friday, that's where those clouds will really start to be on the increase, with temperatures dropping down into the 50s. And once we enter into our Saturday and Sunday, we will see those widespread rain chances, and temperatures will drop even further into the low to mid 40s. And as we head into our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, folks, the sunshine and warmer than average temperatures will return, and it's just going to be quite an exciting time during that period of time. So everyone have a great day and really enjoy this beautiful weather today, because things are about to get wet this weekend.
For more news, weather, and sports, go to KGWN.Scottsbluff.com. Thanks for watching KGWN Scottsbluff at noon. I'm Allison Wilson, wishing you a great rest of the day.